What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stats with Evan, and I'm here to preview this week's two-game series between my Washington Nationals and the Baltimore Orioles. Battle of the Beltway. Let's get it poppin'. Nationals come into this week at 49-43. The Orioles are 28-65. Washington is second in the NL East. Baltimore is fifth in the AL East. The Nationals are 7-3 in interleague play. The Orioles are 2-6. In their last series this weekend, the Nationals won 2 out of 3 in Philadelphia. The Orioles lost 3 of 4 against the Rays. So here's what you need to know about the two teams going into this week. The Nationals won 5 out of 6 against the Orioles last season, including sweeping a 3-game set in Baltimore, where this series is taking place this week. The Orioles come in with the worst record in baseball, 30th out of 30 teams. Now the NL East and the AL East aren't playing each other this season, but the Nationals and the Orioles play each other every season, much like the Yankees and the Mets, the Cubs and the White Sox, Dodgers and the Angels, so on and so forth. This is the last time the Nationals will be in an American League ballpark until September, when they go to Minnesota September 10th through the 12th. Fun fact, the Nationals have won on my birthday, which is May 28th by the way, 2 years in a row. And the next two series, including this one, are taking place in the same ballparks where they won the last 2 years. Camden Yards, where they won last year, and SunTrust Park, where they won this year. It's a nice little birthday tour. So now let's talk starters. On Tuesday, the Nationals are sending out Austin Voth. Voth has no record, but he has a .552 ERA. In his last start, he went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 6, and he took the no decision as the Nationals lost to the Royals 7-4 in 11 innings. The Orioles are countering with Ash Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski is 0-2 with a 6.10 ERA. Orioles fans, please let me know if I got that name right. I really hope I did. Anyway, in his last start, he went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 6, and he took the loss as the Orioles lost 6-1 in Toronto. For the series finale on Wednesday, the Nationals have not yet named a starter, but it is likely going to be Kyle McGowan, who has not started a game since May 24th when he picked up a no decision as the Nationals beat the Marlins 12-10. The Orioles are going to send out an opener in Aaron Brooks. Brooks is 2-3 with a .475 ERA this season. In his last start, he went 2 2/3 innings, gave up no hits, no runs, walked nobody, struck out 2. Of course, he picked up the no decision as the Orioles beat the Rays 2-1. So here's how the Nationals can win this series. The Washington Nationals started the second half on the right foot, winning a critical series in Philadelphia thanks to some timely hitting, especially in the late innings, coupled with arguably the bullpen's best 3-game stretch of the season. They allowed just 1 run in the whole series, and that's 3 games in the bandbox known as Citizens Bank Park. But now they face a longtime rival in the Baltimore Orioles that doesn't have much going for them this season. They have the worst record in baseball, the worst bullpen in baseball, which was a spot long held by the Nationals, but Washington passed Baltimore up for that this weekend with that incredible performance in Philly. And the Orioles also have the 5th lowest scoring offense in baseball. Add on to this, Baltimore has already started selling pieces as they shipped Andrew Kashner up to Boston. If the Nationals can take advantage of the Orioles' flaws, they'll own the Beltway once again. So now here's how the Orioles can win this series. This has trap series written all over it. The Washington Nationals just concluded a pivotal series against the division opponent, and they play another division opponent in Atlanta once this series is over. With this in mind, it'll be hard to tell how checked in Washington will be, considering they face the worst team in baseball in the Baltimore Orioles. Add on to this, the O's and the Nats are longtime rivals, so there's nothing Baltimore would love more than to throw Washington off track. Additionally, as I'm writing the script, the Nationals do not have a starter for Wednesday's game. The Orioles have already named a starter for both. Now, in this case, the Orioles can win this series by taking advantage of the minor league pitchers the Nats throw at them this week and bringing them back down to earth if their minds wander off toward Atlanta. So here's my thoughts on the series. This series is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. The Orioles always play the Nationals tough, as any good rival would. Add on to this, Baltimore is going to miss Washington's top 3 starters as the Nats save all of them for Atlanta, which will be a huge divisional series. However, the Orioles are at the bottom of the league for a reason. They have one of the worst offenses in baseball. They average 4.18 runs per game. They have the highest bullpen ERA in baseball at 6.07. And they have the highest staff ERA in the majors at 5.70. This is starters and bullpen, by the way. While there is a real possibility the Nationals could overlook the Orioles, Washington has had several opportunities like this in the past month and a half to look past opponents like Baltimore, like Miami, Detroit, Kansas City, just to name a few. And each time, they were able to remain focused on the task at hand and win the series, so it stands to reason that they will be able to do the same here. So with all this being said, I'll say the Nats sweep. So what do y'all think? Who's winning this series? Is it the Nats or the Orioles? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'm Stats with Evan, and I hope you have a 100% day. See y'all later.